Hey guys, welcome back to the Manboy Cave. This is going to be a continuation of one of our pickup videos. This is what we're probably going to start doing from this video on.
Yeah, I think so.
So usually in our pickups we mostly get video games. That's what they're all about. So we just decided that maybe it would be better if we showed some of the games we picked up and kind of like us playing them while we give commentary. So I think we can get right into it.
Yeah, just to elaborate a little bit on what he said. So we buy so many games and most of them we just don't have time to play, so they go on a shelf. We just want a way to like force ourselves to at least try some of the games that we pick up. So we're gonna pick 3 games every month and do a video called Playing the Pickups. My goal is to get this video out almost at the same time as the pickups video, or like a day or two later, so that it's more of a companion piece. That being said, this has been a really weird time. I got really sick and there's a lot going on, so we weren't able to do it as close, but going forward, that's what we'd like to do. Either way, we're gonna hopefully pick some of the weird stuff that we pick up, just have some fun with this video, check out some quirky games that hopefully some good ones too. I don't know, I think that's all we need to say about it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, first game.
So I talked about this one a lot. It is Kids on Site for the Sega CD. I really did like this game.
It's not even so much of a game.
Yeah,
it's like a simulator.
That's a good way to put it. I'll just show it off one more time. So the basic gist of it is you're operating heavy machinery like excavators, dump trucks, stuff like that.
The stuff you'd find on a construction site.
Yeah.
Hence the name Kids on Site. So the whole premise for this game is it's Sega CD in all its glory. They captured video of people acting, and they digitized it and put it into the game. The gameplay itself is very basic.
It's very.
We gotta bring
click a
Jack
button
down here and play
and
this.
there's a reaction, which is how most games are. But like, you click a button, you wait a couple of seconds, and then you click another button, and that's about it.
Yeah, you're really moving the equipment, and then like performing the action, like dumping the dirt, moving the dirt, stuff like that. Nothing like crazy. This is really meant for a much younger audience.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a novelty when I saw it on eBay. I kind of chuckled a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I gotta buy this one. There's not a lot to be said about it. It's kind of hard to judge this on like a normal scale as a video game, because it really is like, it's more of like a tech demo / really is meant for like little kids. It's very basic, couple buttons to hit, and you can't really mess anything up. So I think if you have like young kids, or in our case, like we have a very young nephew or cousin, somebody that in that age group, like 3 to 5 or 6, I think is ideal with an adult helping them out. There is like voice acting, because the actors are real people, so it's like really cheesy acting and stuff. But I think it would
it's funny.
I think it would do good to keep them.
Good scenes in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially I think if you're a little kid, that's gonna like draw you in. So yeah, I'm not even gonna like pretend to like judge this as a video game. It's just a weird thing that we picked up.
Yeah, it's an experience.
I'm sorry, Ned. I'm wearing air protection and I can't hear a thing. But try again. I relit. We have a dump truck to fill with dirt. Level up, fucking wood. What a strange thing to say. The truck is traveling. We have a dump truck to fill with dirt.
All right, the second one, this one I was really excited about because it's an IP that I love, Toxic Crusaders. That being said, I gotta be honest, and I love beat 'em ups, I was even more excited about the game. It's not like a generic platform or anything. I was really excited for a beat 'em up, but I didn't really like it. Overall, like, to me, it was not a good beat 'em ups.
The first level was really difficult because there were cars coming both ways, and they would just hit you several times.
Well,
And,
they come fast, and even
yeah.
if sometimes it felt like you weren't even on the same level as them, and
would
they'd still hit you.
Yeah.
And they do, and once they hit you, you get stun locked, where they just keep hitting you as they go forward. You just like you can't like stun yourself like to get out of it. They just hit you as much as they can until they get to the end of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It was just super frustrating. Same with the helicopters when they shoot bullets. If you're in front and they start hitting you with the bullets, the bullets stun lock you and they keep hitting you. Sometimes you'd hit the helicopter and all of a sudden you're in the helicopter flying around, which is cool, but we didn't even know how it happened, how we got in it.
And plus, it wasn't that great. Honestly, you don't want to be in the helicopter. You'd rather be down on the ground hitting them.
I mean, it was cool to shoot bullets at the guys, but yeah, I don't know how effective they were. It was just, man. And
it's hard to enjoy when it's not that. I mean, for a Sega game on the Sega Genesis, it functioned really well. It just was not that good of a game, in my opinion.
And that's the thing. There's good beat 'em ups on the Sega Genesis. Like
This
you know,
just
a
wasn't
lot
really
of
one
good
of them.
beat 'em ups. Yeah, and this it fell short for me. Even the graphics, they're not as good as other Sega Genesis games, and it also commits to me the cardinal sin for beat 'em ups is that you can hit the other player. Like there were a lot of times I'm like fighting enemies and somebody would just like come up and start beating the crap out of me, and I'm like, dude, like, and then I'm dead. There's also the other thing I didn't like is we got towards the end of the first level and there's like these big puddles.
And even
a narrow space to walk through, that you have to go through this narrow space.
one pixel off and you'd be completely dead and one of your 3 lives is drained.
Like if you touch the water, you just like sink immediately. And you're in this narrow path, but then you're like, there's nowhere to go when you're fighting the enemies. And there's one time where I, was almost killing an enemy, and I went to the edge of the screen, and apparently there was like one corner of the water left. When I killed the enemy, I was like touching the end of the screen, but the water's there, and I just died. So, kind of frustrating. I was kind of disappointed. I'm sure at some point I will play more of this because it is Toxic Crusaders. It's a game I will go back to, but man, I was disappointed as a beat 'em up.
Definitely fell short compared to some of the other stuff.
And we've played some good beat 'em ups.
We have
a lot of fun ones,
especially on the Switch. Those are
it's a great. Yeah, they have some great ones. Yeah. So, anyways, this one was just kind of like mediocre. I'm gonna say C.
Yeah, out of like an ABC grade.
I mean, or you could give it like
I'm gonna give it
like a score, like a number score, or like out of 5 cactuses. How many cacti would it earn?
3 watermelons out of 5 cactuses.
Yeah, that's actually a really good score.
Yeah.
For that game.
Okay.
There's a boss. Probably don't run into him. Just try to hit it.
Which one's the shoot button?
What shoot? There's no shoot. I think you have to hit the heads. What are you doing? Continue so you can kill it.
It's kind of hard to.
You're not doing anything. Try stuff. There you go.
Alright.
Like you.
Oh.
Got him.
Yeah. And then finally, our last game that we're going to present this pickup is Sonic Frontiers.
Now we chose this one because it is like a bigger release. I heard good things about it, and he said kind of the opposite when we were doing the pickups video. So I was kind of curious. Like I'm like, okay, well now I want to play it. We only played like half an hour ish.
Not even half an hour.
No?
We played maybe 15 minutes together. You played you beat that one guy, and then I beat the second.
Yeah, the bosses were a joke.
I don't even think those were the bosses. I think they were just like
tougher enemies. Yeah.
It was really lackluster though. It was not that good.
I think what we both were talking about while we were playing it is it looks like a very ambitious game. And maybe for like a certain audience, they're gonna really get tuned into it and really get invested. I just think like we were playing it and we're like, it's okay. But even like when you are starting to go super fast, it's kind of hard to control them. Like to without how many coins are like some of the special stuff you're supposed to pick up. It's like felt like it was almost impossible to get it without like trying over and over again, which we weren't gonna do.
Yeah.
And it was too easy with so it was really hard to like maneuver to pick up things. But then with the enemies, it was too easy because the game auto locks and you just hit one button, and it's like. Okay.
It wasn't that fun either.
It was not satisfying.
We were on normal mode, and it felt easy. Like, I think if we both played on hard mode, it might have felt like normal mode for us. And I mean, I don't play on normal or hard mode for most games. I play on easy mode, except the Souls games, because those don't really have difficulties.
Yeah, you don't get a choice.
Yeah. Those are my some of my favorite games. But like, besides the point. This, I feel like my younger brother who doesn't really know how to play games, he could probably beat this easily.
Yeah, I don't know how long it is overall.
If you just want to beat the main story, you can probably beat it in about 8 hours. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we unlocked a good chunk of the map of the. I'm sure there's multiple islands, but the first island we already had like 80% of the.
There's like 5 islands in total, and we're already almost done with it.
Well, no, I don't think we're almost done, but we almost unlocked the whole map for the first one. So, which is fine. It just, I think the game wasn't for us. But I will say, for being on the Switch, I thought it ran well and it looked well. Like, there were no frame rate drops.
It looked okay. Not my favorite. I feel like maybe they could have polished it up a little bit more. But then again, I can't really complain that much. I don't know how to program, so... I think it definitely looked better than some of the other stuff I've seen.
I will say, but for what's important to know for the Switch is that for a game to run this fast and not have any frame rate drops, I think that's important to know. So, because I know this didn't it come out on PlayStation 5 and probably Xbox, I'm assuming?
I think it did.
But if you only have a Switch and you were worried about performance, I think it looked fine the whole time we were playing. I didn't notice any issues that would make me want to say that you should play it on a different platform.
Yeah. I mean,
but overall, I'm gonna give the game a B.
I'm gonna give it like a C+. Honestly, I love Sonic games, but this one just really was not it.
Yeah, and it wasn't something that like I found super appealing after that time. The intro of the story was just kind of like whatever. They were like just trying to get you into the game, so the story didn't invest you, but there was nothing wrong with it. It just I feel like just wasn't for us, but it was fine for what it was.
Yeah, that pretty much summarizes what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So anyways, I guess it's not bad we didn't drag it on too long.
Yeah.
Those are just some of the games we picked up last month. Yeah, hopefully we'll keep this going forward. I think it's important to actually play some of these games that we pick up.
To see what we're actually buying.
Actually check them out. Yeah, so...
I play the games I buy.
Well, you have a lot more free time than me.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, I think that'll do it.
I don't have anything else to say. Yeah. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate all the support we get. Also, we just hit 900 subscribers, so thank you very much.
Yeah, super crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our goal was like 800, and you guys just crushed it. Thank
you.
So,
if you guys got any questions about these games, feel free to ask. We didn't play any of them. We did beat the first... Well, he beat the first boss in Tactics Crusaders, but... We weren't trying to play through these games. We were just trying to play them enough to get an impression, just to kind of share our thoughts. But I think that's what we're going to do going forward with these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good day or a night.